Hi, I'm Kim Johnston, and I would like to introduce the Rotary R544Plus 3D HD wheel balancer. This balancer is going to do rim diameters from 10 to 30 inches, rim widths from 1.5 to 22 inches, maximum tire diameters of 51 inches, and a maximum shaft weight of 441 pounds. We've taken everything that you love about the Rotary 544 wheel balancer, and we've added 3D data entry and a laser for tape weight application. We've also included passenger car and light truck cones, so now this balancer will handle from a smart car to a Freightliner. Now I'll show you how to balance a super single. First, I'll use the pneumatic wheel lift to help center the wheel. Then I'll grab my HD centering cone. Then I'll use pressure collet and our pedal operated pneumatic locking. Then we'll lower our wheel lift out of the way. Now we'll spin the wheel real quick here just to make sure it's centered properly, and it did. Now, because of the type of wheel that we're using, we don't want to put like a hammer-on weight on the outsides. And due to the offset, we're only going to be able to use one plane or the static plane for balancing. So we're going to do one weight position. So we'll pull out our distance gauge and measure where we want to put the weight. And then before we return this gauge all the way back to home, we're going to dip it down to the shaft once and twice. Now this is going to give us one adhesive weight position, static on the inside lip of the wheel. And then all we have to do is lower the hood. So in order to balance this tire, it's calling for 2 ounces of weight, and the 544 Plus does illuminate the position for the weight application with a laser. That helps eliminate human error. So we'll take our 2 ounces of weight, we'll center it using the laser line. And we'll lower our hood for check spin. And we've got a balanced wheel and tire assembly. Now to do the next wheel, we need to get this one off here. So we'll move our wheel lift over into position to kind of hold this wheel up as we unlock the pneumatic locking. Now it's down to the ground, we roll it out of the way and go on to the next one. Now I'll show you how to balance the light truck wheel. First thing we need to do is find the appropriate cone. And this one has a pretty large center bore, so I'm going to try this large cone here first. And that looks like it's going to be the winner. In order to use that cone, the GAR112, we'll need to use the GAR124 spacer to make sure that cone can center the wheel completely. Again, I'll use the wheel lift here. And we'll use our pneumatic locking collet here. And we'll lock it with the pedal. Drop our wheel lift out of the way. Give it a quick spin to make sure it's centered correctly. Since this is a light truck wheel and not a semi tire, we're gonna need to go in here and switch this to passenger vehicle mode. Now we'll go ahead and take a measurement for our first hammer-on weight. And we'll measure our outside position with our 3D arm. We'll just lower the hood. Well, this is going to automatically stop and lock our wheel in the position for a hammer-on weight on the outside. We'll grab our 1.25. We'll go to 12 o'clock, top dead center. We'll push our green button to rotate to the next weight position. Automatically lock it in. 12 o'clock, top dead center for hammer-on. We'll just lower the hood. And we have a balanced assembly. So to remove this, we'll move our wheel lift over into position to kind of hold this wheel up as we unlock the pneumatic locking. Remove our cone. And then we'll just roll it out of the way. Now we'll balance a performance-sized passenger car tire. We used this spacer because of the size of the center bore on the truck wheel. We do not need that for passenger cars. So we'll get that out of the way. And we'll try our standard passenger cones here, see which one fits best. That's gonna be our winner. Put that on first. We'll take the pressure ring off of our coupler and add the cup because we're gonna cone this one from the back. Again, I'll use the wheel lift here just to help center it. And we'll use our pneumatic locking collet here. And we'll lock it with the pedal. We'll give it a quick spin, make sure it's centered. It did. Now for this one, we're gonna do adhesive weights in 2 positions. So we're gonna take both of those measurements with our inside data gauge. After we take our measurements, we'll just lower the hood. So we've automatically stopped and locked at 6 o'clock, and that position is illuminated with a laser line. So we'll get our 1 ounce of adhesive weights, and we're going to apply the 1 ounce of adhesive weights centered on that laser line. Then we'll press our green button, go to the next position, get 3/4 of an ounce, and center that on the laser line. And we'll lower the hood for our check spin. And we have a balanced assembly. Another feature of this machine is split spoke, which means the wheel weights that you're going to put behind the face of the wheel, the machine will have you split those so you can hide them behind the spokes so they can't be seen. So we'll go ahead and pull our adhesive weights off. And then we'll go ahead and remeasure our 2 spots. And we'll lower the hood and spin it. So now we've got our weight values. Arrow over, and I'll go to the image of a wheel with red lines on the spokes. All right, what this screen is asking you to do is rotate any one of the spokes of the wheel to 12 o'clock. And press OK. Then it wants you to enter the number of spokes that are actually on the wheel. 7 spokes, and press OK. All right, so it's gonna have a split that 1.25 ounces, it's gonna have a split that to 1 and 0.25. So we'll take our 1 ounce of weights and we'll follow the laser line again. We're gonna split this weight amount right on the laser line indicator behind this spoke. Then we'll push our green button to take us to our next split position, which is just asking for a 1/4 ounce. So we'll put that 1/4 there behind the spoke. And then I'll hit the back arrow and it'll take me to my inside weight position, 3/4 of an ounce at 6 o'clock. So we've only balanced it on 2 planes, but we've applied weights in 3 positions. And we'll lower the hood and spin it. And we have a balanced assembly. So now we'll use the wheel lift, take the pressure off the wheel, pull our wheel away, And that's how easy it is to use the Rotary R544Plus.